So 2024, do you think, because you would think that immigration would be kind of a big issue for the 2024 presidential race, but you just never know, given, you have immigration, you have, Ukraine, you have the economy. Do you think immigration will be kind of a main issue in the 2024 uh presidential run? And if so, do you think this kind of, with Ron DeSantis's success in Florida, do you think it will help him, beat Trump in the Republican race and then go on to beat Joe Biden? Or
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a big issue. Let me just clarify. I run the Center for Immigration Studies. We're a nonprofit. We don't get involved in elections. You can take a look at cis.org and see what we're about. But as a citizen and a voter, yes, it's definitely going to be an issue, even in the primary. Now, you would think, well, Trump was pretty hawkish on immigration, and DeSantis, frankly, is more hawkish on immigration. Trump has never been a big fan of E-Verify. He's actually been against it. When unemployment was really low right before COVID hit, everything was going really well. Mm-hmm. Trump actually said publicly that he wanted to increase immigration because businessmen were telling him they were having a hard time hiring people. So there's plenty of room to Trump's right for DeSantis to attack him. And DeSantis has said repeatedly on the record he thinks overall legal immigration is too high and needs to be reduced. In other words, not just illegal, but legal. Mm-hmm. He pushed for an E-Verify mandate in Florida. He got a limited one passed in his first term, and he got it expanded this term. He wanted it for all new hires. His own party fought against him, the Chamber of Commerce farmer Republicans. But he still got it for all businesses with more than 25 workers, which is still a big improvement. So my point is, I think certainly DeSantis is going to make immigration one of his talking points against Trump, even in the primary. And then in the general election, whoever wins, it's just so obvious that they're going to go after Biden on immigration. It's going to be a pretty important thing. Now, if Trump is the nominee, it's going to resonate less with a lot of voters in the middle because they just so dislike the guy that if he said you should take a shower, they would stop bathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas DeSantis doesn't have that same
stench.
That same intensity of hatred. This obviously real activists on the left don't like him, but it's the middle is what wins elections. And people in the middle either are well disposed toward him or don't know much about him at all. He's not gonna, so that when he says, look, this border thing is ridiculous, it's going to be received better by voters in the middle. And that's why I think he's got a way better chance of actually beating Biden, because, Biden could win. I mean, he's weak, obviously, for a whole bunch of reasons. It's kind of an exaggeration even to say he's president. He's sort of a figurehead.
Yeah.
It's like the King of England, he doesn't run anything, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, it's not impossible that he could win, especially against Trump. So, but the short answer is yes, it's going to be an issue coming up every day, both in the primaries and in the general election.